Today's video, we start with a hydration chart. Am I hydrated? Aim for clear urine at least 10 times a day. Eat a diet rich in fresh fruits and vegetables. Drink a quart of water before meals. Thank you.
Little mango bowl. Made out of wood. No, it's not. It's just a watermelon bowl. Some chopped mangoes. This is how I eat them when I don't want to get too much mess on the floor. Slice them like that. Make a little more mango porcupine. Split it like that. Like that. The Nam.my mango. This is, in my opinion, the best mango in the world because it's generally the most consistent flavour. Here in Chiang Mai, northern Thailand. Great place to spend winter if you're from Europe or US. Or Canada, or wherever it's fucking cold. This mango's never, ever been in a fridge. It's never been in a cold store. It gets picked, put in the thing, put in the truck, straight to Muang Thai market. Wouldn't want to add sugar to it because it's so fucking sweet naturally. This is how fruit should taste. You haven't had a mango until you had one in Thailand, pretty much, I reckon, or off my friend Clinton's farm in North Queensland. You haven't had a mango till then. Maybe in Florida, some good mangoes. Apparently, I don't know. But anyway, so today's talk quickly on fruit. Like shit shirt, in case anyone was wondering. Fruit, raw fruits, carbs, avocados, fats, controversies, slander, and whatever. I had a bit of a discussion on the net, as we always do. If you don't have a discussion, you don't really get anywhere. So the discussion was, is it better to eat avocados than follow Durianrider and Freelee's recommendations of having corn or rice or big vegan pizzas or sugars and cereals, vegan meals, whatever? What's better? Only you will be able to decide that for yourself. Only you will be able to. I've done my experimentation, so has Freelee. We have concluded for ourselves, there's many other people as well, but for ourselves primarily, that works better for us. Having an avocado or two doesn't satisfy my appetite, or Freelee for that matter. We like to eat big. That's us. You might be like a person who can just have half a mango and be like, I'm good. I've never met anyone like that long term, but some people can do it short term, I don't know. But we can't do it. So what we do is we fucking feast. We feast. That's what we do. I mean, look how fucking lean, like slim we are. You know what I mean? That's an arm on my fucking shoulder. The main reason we don't eat a 100% fruit diet, the main reason, even if I did live in Thailand, I don't think I would eat a 100% fruit diet, even if I could get the best fruit ever, because it makes you so fucking lean long term. Can you imagine if I was still eating 100% fruit and veg, or Freelee, long term? Can you imagine how much people would be freaking out? People are already going to freak out. Look, I should have arm shot again. Snapshot that for the trolls. I'll put a troll face on. You know what I mean? People are already freaking out how lean we are. We're too lean from what most people stand. Durianrider and Freelee are too lean, but they tell people to eat cooked foods and too much bananas or whatever. People are confusing their results they're getting. They look at us and like, I want to be as lean as Freelee, or I want to be as lean and fit as Durianrider or whatever. And they're trying to like really get the results quick. But that's great to have that ambition and motivation, but understand we've been at this lifestyle a long time. I've been in the high carb chip since April 2001. So it takes time. Freelee hasn't been on this for like a week or a month or a year. It's almost 7 years on this lifestyle. You know, we've done our experimentations. We know it works for us. So if we were still at 100% fruit and veg, we would both have a body mass index under 17, 16 maybe, anorexic. Would I be running faster? For sure. But most people wouldn't give a fuck if my 10K time went down from 34.19, which is now, to like 32 or high 31s. Most people wouldn't give a fuck because most people don't even know how fast the 34.19 10K is. Most people didn't give a fuck. Most people couldn't give a fuck about 6 watts per kilo for 10 minutes if my watts went up to 6.5 or 10 minutes. Most people couldn't give a fuck. They look at me and go, dude, you're anorexic. I don't want to do that lifestyle. So what we're doing, we have to eat cooked food. We have to eat the vegan pizzas and the baked potatoes to get, just keeps a bit of mass on us, a bit of water retention. Sure, you can do it with salt and avocado and gourmet raw foods, but I don't have that same vitality, energy level with getting fatted out. And with durian, if eating lots of durian can put a bit of water retention on you, but I don't feel that same, just go fucking smash the mountain sort of mentality. So the main reason we do eat what we eat is to keep a bit of weight on, because it helps store a bit of water retention, but it still keeps you feeling vital as well. Does that make sense? You have to do the experimentation for yourself. And after 10 years or so, back to Durianrider, I say, Durianrider, look. So that's the main reason that we don't eat 100% raw food, is because it makes you so fucking lean. It makes us so fucking lean. It made us so lean. We're like, I was up 59 kilos at one point, And I was sort of like, feeling good, but I was like, people were looking at me like, man, you got a problem, boy. You got a problem. And Freelee, she was so lean. Like, she was like a model lean, which in everyday society, people were just like flipping out. And already she gets so much hate mail. You're a skinny bitch, you're too skinny, you're an anorexic meth addict. Every video we do, people write saying, you guys look like meth addicts, you're too skinny, you're too lean. We don't take it personally because we can understand where people are coming from. We're the leanest couple in the health food industry. We eat the most calories and we prescribe the most calories. That's not to be like, hey, look at us. That's just the facts. That's just the facts. Look at us. Look at our videos. We took our shirts off, wear bikinis or whatever. Hey, I'll get in a bikini. If you want to see me in a bikini, give the video a thumbs up. So, fat or starches, I prefer the starches. Gives me more energy to be energized, to do reply, make videos, etc. Dominate athletics, stuff like that. Fat, to sort of like, dulls me down. And 2 avocados a day isn't going to do shit. It's sort of like, that's like, 300 or 400 calories. That's fucking nothing, man. But if you get a lot of fat, then that's when you notice a decline in athletic performance. The reason why I don't eat avocado regularly, maybe a few times a year now, because I'd rather have the carbohydrate meal. I'd rather have the carbohydrate meal. Or I'd rather have like some sort of vegan meal or something like that. Avocado for me tastes like shit, to be honest. When you're eating heaps of other good things, avocado on its own, it's like one avocado I can eat, maybe mono. And then you end up sprinkling like dulse on there and stuff like that. Because avocados taste like shit, really. I don't even really think of them as like, well, they're a bit like rice. I think rice tastes better mono than avocado. And you can make a meal of rice, but a meal of avocado, I've done that before. My gallbladder next morning, because I was getting stabbed with a knitting needle. So do the experimentation. Do the experimentation, but do it long term. The fat thing, I would like do it for a few weeks or whatever, and just be like, ugh. But then looking back now, in 2014, looking back at 2005, 2006, where I'd be like eating 100% raw and stuff like that, and eating cashews and almonds in excess and avocados and stuff like that. Still felt good, still did some good things, but if we look back now, if I was eating what I'm eating now back then, I would be able to get better results athletically, better results in my health, etc. So it's just, everyone's got different goals, man. Everyone's got different goals. So we appreciate that, we understand, man. Not everyone wants to be as lean as us. Most people, 99% of the planet doesn't want to be as lean as myself or Freelee. We understand that. So if you want to get like fucking super duper lean and stick with 100% fruits and vegetables, and you will get to a point where people say, hey, you're too skinny. You're too fucking skinny. Whatever. And the same if you eat vegan pizzas and rice dishes and shit like us and go to the vegan restaurants and eat so much food, they're like, well, last night I went to a vegan restaurant in Bangkok and I had four serves, 4 meals. And the guy came out afterwards, he spoke English, he says, you just ordered four plates. And I'm like, yeah. And I said, actually, if I had time, I've got to catch a train, but if I had time, I'll probably eat 8 to 10 plates. He's like, he just couldn't really hear what I said. Cause, it's sort of like when you say something to someone They can't comprehend it. So yeah, okay, we walk back in and got the food out. Amazing vegan food. So that food helps keep a bit of weight on me. You know what I mean? Keeps the weight on. Probably not much. As simple as that. If you eat like a fucking Kenyan, you got to look like a Kenyan. You may or may not want to do that though. So if you're getting too skinny, too thin, maybe this lifestyle ain't for you, or embrace it and make sure you're fit and healthy and getting to sleep. So I could talk for hours on this one. If you're in Chiang Mai and you want to talk more, come out for a bike ride with us. Me and Jason are going to be hitting the hills this week. We'll talk more in depth. Ask your questions down below. I'm going to sit back and smash in some mangoes. What time we got? It's 1:21 in the lunchtime. So it's, like I just laugh, man, when people say, oh, rice makes you fat or fruit makes you fat or whatever. I'm like, you've got to look at long-term examples. Even with things like rice and corn and that, like, go to Kenya where they eat all the fucking corn in the world. Go to Thailand. I'm gonna make some videos hopefully this week where I go to some little towns where they just they don't eat junk food. It's rice. There's not fat people there unless they. Actually, I can hear someone next door frying something up in oil. That's not a traditional Thai food. Oil's not. So I don't know, man. And then people say, "Oh, fruit's banned for you." Freelee's calling me. Let's see if she wants to talk on the speaker. Freelee on speakerphone. I'm doing a video. You want to add a little bit about this fat versus carbs thing? It'd be great.
Fat versus carbs?
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
We were having a discussion on the I think Ted did a video about, I don't even know what people are talking about anyway. Well, what's your experience with fat versus, why don't you eat avocado instead of eating rice or potato or dates or whatever?
It's just about how I feel. I've been doing this long enough to know that, carbs, high carb, low fat, and minimal avocados is what works for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd probably have one avocado a month. I'm not saying that everyone has to do that, but in my experience, it works so much better. I'm so much fitter, just feel way more vibrant and sharper. Yeah.
I was saying that most people, like, if we still ate just 100% fruit and veg, we would be too skinny. Do you agree? If we just ate...
We do eat 100% fruit and veg, baby.
What do you mean?
100% fruit and veg. It may not be all raw, but it's still fruits and veggies.
Okay, well, you know what I mean. If we 100%, if we just ate like peaches and celery and bananas and dates, how skinny we would get.
But we'd be super lean. Yeah. We're already super lean.
Yeah, but people would be freaking out, man.
Yeah.
Like it's.
So what point are you trying to make there?
I was saying the main reason we eat cooked food, potatoes and that, is just keep a little bit extra weight on and still keep us energized. We could probably have that same amount of weight if we're eating like raw food, gourmet, salt and fat, but you feel greasy and.
Well, and another thing I've noticed, like there's a theme, like a common theme is that raw foodies, they always go to higher fat. They're always going back and forth with the avo, with the nut butters, with the nuts. And I've found incorporating some cooked carbs has actually made it 10 times easier to stay like super low fat.
Yeah,
5%.
I feel better.
5%.
Well, even Doug, Doug loves his cooked nut butters, which is fine. I just love them as well. But Doug gets really, really touchy if you talk about the cooked nut butters, the same as Christina or a lot of people with avocados or whatever. You give them you sort of like play with them. Oh, don't touch my fucking nut butters or avocado.
They take it really personally. And I used to as well. I used to get what are you attacking me?
Yeah.
That's not the point. That's not it at all. It's just, it's just about helping people feel their best, helping keep people on the vegan lifestyle long term. We have to look at the big picture. And ultimately, people who are having more fat than their body requires every day, they're going to flail on this lifestyle. They're going to flail.
Yeah, you won't have the energy to do shit.
They're going to go back to what they were doing before.
Eventually, you will.
Yeah, well, we're not exactly newbies to this. We've been running one of the busiest raw food websites since 2008. So we've seen literally thousands of people leave the movement. I've got a list of people, who have left. And it's a lot of people.
I think it's 99.9%.
Yeah, because it's just, it is not realistic for most of the population. It may be the best for your cells, definitely, but, when we're looking at this, we need to take into account other factors. Like, we're living in a concrete jungle. We don't always have, access to high-quality fruit. We're in a cold climate. there's so many factors that need to be taken into account.
Yeah.
When we're deciding on the most optimal diet.
I mean, I see people in Thailand, they look at me like I'm a junkie, like I'm a heroin addict. I'm in Chiang Mai right now, and people still look at you like, yeah, he's come up here to get some opium and shit. even in the airport.
About to start cross-dressing as a ladyboy.
Even at the airport, man, customs always fucking grab me. Sir, come over here. Let's do a little scan. Everyone does this scan? No, it's just random. So they always pick me as a fucking junkie. If I walk up to a running race, everybody who doesn't know me picks me as the winner. Because they look this dude's fucking like an Olympic 10,000 meter fucking elite doper.
You're a greyhound.
Watch him. So it's crazy.
I think what's happening is in the raw food movement, a lot of people looked up to us as their raw food guru, and now that we're eating some cooked carbs, and we've been recommending cooked carbs for a long time, but now that we're putting it on YouTube and all that, they're very disappointed.
I understand that.
Yeah, they're very, very disappointed, and they're also, they're still, most of them are essentially newbies to the lifestyle, and they're still playing with what works. They're not eating enough sweet fruit, so they're going to avocados, and then they have to justify it, of course.
What my tip would be, do what you want to do, but if you want to live our lifestyle, you're going to need a lot of fucking carbs, man. To run the forum, the internet, and have the energy to talk with people and maintain a fit toned body, takes a lot of carbs. We don't have kids, though. Kids would be like, can you imagine us having kids? Fuck, that's so hard.
Me trying to make these videos, write a book, and have kids as well would be very difficult.
Impossible.
But there's people who do it, and I really take my hat off to them. They're obviously carved up.
But they can't do it on just raw foods because it's just so hard to do, man. Because to get the quality fruit, I don't want quality fruit now in Chiang Mai, but unless you live in Chiang Mai, tough.
Yeah.
Even then.
It definitely is. It's ideal over there. We all wish we could live in the tropics, and a lot of us can decide to do that, but the majority of people are not going to do it. So we need to give them a program, a plan that's going to work for them where they're at, and keep them vegan for life.
I was just even saying that even if I was in Chiang Mai, living here full time, I don't think I would eat 100% fruit and veg because I just get so fucking lean. People wouldn't want to do the lifestyle. I'd turn people off. I even have to tweak the camera and shit to make myself look bigger than I am. Because people just I don't look like that dude. It's like a fucking methy.
But rice makes you fat.
Anyway, for you, I thought I'll get you a little chime in there. I'll end the video now because I'll talk to you a bit. But any closing thoughts you want to share with the viewers?
Just, realize, if you're trying something new and, you're kind of coming from a place of authority on it, as in, you're increasing the fat in your diet, just be careful, that you're not, if you're not completely sure about what you're doing, just give it more time. Do it long term. Do it for at least a certain amount of period, a month or maybe a year, before you really settle on that's the best. I think that's really
that's awesome.
Because it can confuse people a lot.
Monitor your blood tests. You can use a power meter. Measure your 5K with the Garmin.
Yeah, just give it long enough, and then come back with your findings. And then I think that's it's important to do that.
Since using a power meter, that's really helped me objectify what works, how much sleep I need, how much calories I need, blah, blah, blah. That's really helped, having a power meter on the bike.
Yeah. You love your power meter.
All right, thanks, Phil.
Cool. Well, folks, don't forget to go fruit yourself, get those carbs in. The carbs are what makes you lean and makes you feel the best. Best for the animals, best for the planet. It's win-win on every level.
I think Ted raised the point about, was that Ted or someone, or D-Man, avocados better for the planet than starches? You can't, it isn't. You can't live on avocados. You can feed the fucking world on starches, though.
That's right.
You can't do shit on avocados, man. You can't fuel yourself on avocado. You'll be fucking flailing. Name one person with decent fitness who's fueled on avocado. Zero.
Well, I think
mangoes, though. Mangoes versus rice, for sure.
Yeah, we can't argue with this simple point that our physiology is geared up for high carb. Avocados upwards of 75% fat. It's just, I'm sorry, but we are not fat-driven creatures. We need a certain amount. We need about 3% of daily calories, but that's easily met on low carb. High carb, low fat.
But everyone agrees anyway. Even Ted and everyone agrees that high fat's bad. I don't even know why we're having this discussion.
It's because they're going through a phase and then, you know,
So
they want to test it out. They can test it out.
a bit of drama is good. A bit of drama is good. Nothing wrong with a bit of drama.
People like drama when they're under CARB, especially.
Me too.
You love it?
Yeah.
I don't really enjoy it. I mean, like, I understand, but I'm kind of disappointed because I just see more people falling off the wagon and they're not coming back and going, oh my God, those raw foodists, they're crazy. And,
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, pretty much 99% of people are going to be off the raw food lifestyle in the first month. Primarily due to their family giving them so much shit, or just can't get enough fuel, can't find the fruits. And then the long-term one would be, you can find the fruit, live in Chiang Mai, but you're getting so skinny, so lean. Everyone's going, I'm not going to hang around you, man, because you look like Chris Froome and Bradley Wiggins.
Unless you're a female, and then most females like that.
Yeah, most females do like it, but it takes a special lady to be really lean like you. But even you couldn't handle the negative attention if you were like, really like, you know, if you were like body mass index of 17, I don't think you could handle the attention long term.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
47 kilos?
47 kilos.
Can you imagine that?
It's really hard to say. It's hard to say. If I got that way through fitness and just...
Yeah, but you'd be, if you got for that way for fitness, you'd be fucking pretty lightweight, man. What are you now, 52? 50?
Oh, I've got to go. Hang on,
All right.
it's like the gardeners at the top.
All right.
I'll ring you back in a sec.
We'll see you soon.
Bring you back in a sec.
All right. So it was Freelee, little impromptu add in there. Thanks, Freelee, for the guest appearance. Post your comments and questions down below. Finish this mango meal. McDonald's is going to serve mangoes.